I have made students cry before. I've made them cry because I have had them take a piece of paper that they thought they had written up perfectly, beautifully well, and I've had them tear it up in class. I had them tear up every paragraph so that you've had all the paragraphs right there on your desk, and I've had them manipulate which paragraph goes where. And I've had students be very, very frustrated with this process because they thought that they were done. They thought that writing simply is the act of getting the words down on paper the first time. It begins with the blank computer screen. You just take all the stuff in your head and you throw it down onto the computer or paper, and there, boom, you're done. People who study composition have studied the way that people write, real writers write, authors who do this professionally, and they have found that there is much more to the act of writing than a simple codification of words into written language. Writing process has several steps. It begins with pre-writing, the act of figuring out what it is that you want to say. Then there's the actual process of writing it, and actually getting down for the first time that rough draft and making sure that your work is put down someplace you can actually play with it. Then comes the pre-writing and the revising section, where you're moving and changing your writing both at the paragraph level, the idea level, and at the sentence level. And finally there's the publication, where you work on the format and make sure that everything is spick and span, perfect, and ready to be shown to the world. This writing process is not linear. In other words, it's not a matter of, well, I've got my pre-writing done, I've generated my ideas, I never have to come back to that section again. Instead, it is cyclical. It's like a spiral. You will start with some pre-writing exercises where you go through and you figure out some ideas about things you want to do. Then you'll start writing. Then maybe you'll jump back to the pre-writing again when you hit a paragraph where you're not sure where you want to go. Then you'll do some editing. You'll revise your work. And as you revise that work, you realize there are some more ideas that need to come in play. The process is not linear, but what is essential is that you do all of the steps in the process several times as you write. You cannot simply go from the process of that blank screen, throwing the words out there, and off you go. Now, in a digital age, this is my question. I've been in the forums here, and I have seen that when we are writing a discussion thread, we do not take time to edit our work. We do not take time to well craft every sentence that we've thrown up. In fact, here is where writing turns into more of a conversation, in which, as we're talking face to face, sometimes I stumble across my words. It's not the same as a formal speech. Are there editing processes? Is there pre-writing processes that can go on in a discussion forum? Or really is a discussion forum more of pre-writing? That's kind of my question for you that we might want to address during the discussion that follows this particular video. How does online writing and interactive writing follow the rules of the writing process that you'll be exploring this week as you read through several of the chapters in the work that you'll be doing with your textbooks? Thanks.